Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for part 2 of our doubleheader Tuesday. We are with the Elite Entertainment Advanced Late Model Stock Series for Championship Night. Dean Demur has got a 31-point lead over second place, looking to lock that in. Pretty much guaranteed as long as he starts the race tonight. Ben Morrow's in second. Travis Lepanis in third, Devin Smith fourth, and Brad Stefan, Brad Stefan, rounding out top 5. We watched the rookie race just a little bit ago. Those guys were on fire. 60 laps, flag to flag. Hell of a battle for the finish, with newcomer Sean Harwell pulling out the upset at the end. Sean, we do have in this race tonight. He is currently running 9th fastest. So it'll be interesting to see how well he stacks up against our advanced drivers. Practice is just rounding out, and we're going to get ready to go qualifying. Ben Morrow looks to be the first driver on the track. Up near the wall, gonna get a great run down the front straightaway to begin his first lap. Compared to our last group of guys, these guys were running about 2/10 faster in practice, so we'll see if that trend continues. These ones will have to top off their fuel. They should be good for roughly about 90 laps, and they get one set of tires. Ben Marl's going to jump to the top of the leaderboard with a 1944. We saw guys in practice running in the 33s. Dwayne Kernahan currently in second. Second lap is slower for Mr. Morrow. First lap for Dean Demmer Jr. He's going to jump up to second place with a 1947. Jeremy Lepanis jumps up to P number 1 with a 1943 in his first lap. See what Dean's able to do here on his second lap. He's going to take over the lead of the 1943. Devin Smith, the closer, he's going to jump up to P number 4 with his first lap at a 1950. See if he's able to get a little bit closer to the top with his second lap. One of the few guys running a Dodge body here tonight. Second lap just a little bit slower. Brad Stefan will move up to P number 5 with a 1951. Jeremy's brother Travis looking to set down his first lap. Travis is in the top 5 in points currently. A 1954, currently going to put him in 7th place. We'll see if he's able to improve on that at all in his second lap. He's going to take over 4th place. 1944, top 4 cars within 100th of a second, 200ths of a second. Extremely close. Matthew Setzer on the track. Michael Steele and Zach Bates have yet to enter. We'll see if he's going to take, if those two drivers are going to set down any practice laps or qualifying laps. Michael struggled the later half of this season. Matthew Setzer with a strong run. He's going to take over P5. Alright, these guys are getting ready to go racing. Starting out on the inside front row, we got Dean Demers Jr. in that number 41 machine. Outside of him, Jeremy Lepanis in the number 33. Second place in points in P number 3, Ben Morrow. Travis Lepanis right behind his brother in that number 16 machine. Matthew Setzer in 5th place. Devin Smith in 6th. Brad Stefan in 7th. We got Matt Cochran in 8th. Sean Harwell in 9th. Dwayne Kernahan 10th. Michael Steele in 11th. And Zach Bates in 12th in that number 19 machine. We got 12 cars taking the grid tonight. We'll see how these gentlemen do on this very fast, very slick track. Track temperature, holy lord, she's a hot one, 129 degrees tonight. That is going to tear up some tires. Who's everybody rooting for tonight? Dean Demmer and Jeremy Lepanis are going to lead us to green as we come out of turn number 4 next time around. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight and our championship night with the Elite Entertainment Advanced Series brought to you by the EFRL. And I'd like to give a quick shout out to Mr. Adam Caps for coming on board as our sponsor this season with the Elite Entertainment Company. We'll give you a little more information about him throughout the night. Green flag is in the air. 41 of Demmer and 33 of Lepanis side by side as we go down into turn number 1. Yellow flag out already. Dwayne Kernahan. Zach Bates. Let's jump back and see what happened. We got Dwayne Kernahan in that number 36 machine. Up on that high side. Holy God! We better back that up. That was probably one of the hardest hits I've seen. Side by side as they were going down the straightaway. Let's get a little different angle on that one. cuts down low and just slams on the brakes in front of the 6 of Harwell. Harwell had no place to go. Not quite sure what the plan was there by the 36 machine. The 16, the 4, and the 5 have all pit already. My guess is they're topping off their fuel now, and they're going to go the long haul all the way to the end. .41 machine of Dean Demmer Jr. really doesn't have much of a choice. He's got to kind of stay out and hope for the best. Talking to him a little bit before coming into this race, he's like, if he get a caution, he'll probably take 4 tires, but otherwise, under caution, maybe 2 or maybe none. Might just do a gas and go. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to try this one more time. We're going to re-rack them, restack them. We're going to go back at it one more time. Dwayne Kernahan makes it out right before the pace car. He is 1 lap down, though. I'm guessing that 36 machine had some heavy damage. Pace car is dipping off. Demmer and Lepenis one more time going to lead us to the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. We do go on green in this league. Green flag is up in the air. These guys are going to mash that loud pedal. Alright, we made it 1 full lap under green. These guys are ready to rock and roll. Jumping on board with that number 41 machine in the lead. You can see him working that wheel. Trying to stay as close to the bottom but not hit those bumps as he possibly can. Right next to the wall. Looking out the nose of the number 13 machine of Ben Morrow as he tries to reel in the 33 of Jeremy Lepenis. Looking at the back of that number 89 machine of Bad Brad Staffane, currently running in 5th as Travis Lepenis is making his way back to the front after pitting. Brad Stefan all over the back bumper of that 95 machine of Devin Smith, looking to make a move on the inside. He's going to clear him as they exit turn number 2. Move Brad up into 4th. We'll see if he's got anything for those top 3. Looks like everybody's got a little bit of a gap, a little bit of breathing room. Matthew Setzer currently sitting in that number 7 position. Got that number 6 of Harwell right on his back bumper. Harwell knows how to get around this place. Matt Cochran, one of those drivers that did pit underneath that caution. I'm guessing he's going to make a fuel run all the way to the end now. Kernahan back in the pits for more repairs to that number 36 machine. That was a hard hit to the end of that pit road wall. Dean Demmer Jr. got a fairly comfortable lead now over second, third, and fourth, who are bunched up real tight. Dean comes into tonight with a 31 point lead over the 13 machine of Ben Morrow, giving a catastrophic failure on the 41's part. He should have this championship wrapped up. Once again, tonight's race is brought to you by Elite Entertainment, an upstate South Carolina and western North Carolina's premier entertainment company, specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues, including karaoke, trivia, singo, live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'd like to give a quick shout out to Mr. Adam Caps for jumping on board this season as a sponsor. We really appreciate it, and he's done a lot for the league, and he was supposed to be racing in this series. Haven't been able to see him a whole lot, but when he is here, he puts on a pretty good show. Alright, thanks again, Adam. That 41 continues to lead the 33 of Jeremy Lepenis. Right behind Jeremy, we got that number 13 machine of Ben Morrow. Bad Brad Stefan coming up into fourth. He's losing a little bit of ground on the second and third place cars. Currently in fifth, only 1 point spot back from where he started, is that number 16 machine of Travis Lepenis. Now Travis has pit and topped off on fuel. He should be good to go to the end of this one. Watch for him late in this race. Devin Smith currently in sixth position. Matthew Setzer is in seventh. Sean Harwell, our rookie race winner, is currently sitting in P number 8. He's up one spot. Matt Cochran down one spot, but he's also pit. He should be good to go. He's going to be looking at that long green flag run. Michael Steele currently in 10th place. He is up one position. Zach Bates is in the pits now as well as the 36. Cochran makes a move. No, sorry. Michael Steele makes a move on Cochran. He's going to take over that 9th place position. Lepenis and Morrow have closed the gap on Dean Demmer up in first place. We are 30 laps into this event. We could see some passes for the lead coming up shortly. Thank you everybody for tuning in tonight for the final race of our Elite Entertainment Advanced Series, brought to you by the Extreme Forces Racing League. We've had one caution so far tonight. 31 laps in. The first caution was on lap 2, almost right away. These guys are putting on a clinic. Dean Demmer trying to keep his lead over the 33 of Jeremy Lepenis and Ben Morrow. Hey Marcy, thanks for liking the stream, ma'am. It's always good to have you on board. Michael is currently sitting in P9. Brad Stefan falling back just a little bit. He's got about a half a second gap between him and the third place car of Ben Morrow. Alright Marcy, you have a good night. Hopefully the baby's doing well. Not much movement so far tonight. Brad Stefan is up 3 positions from where he started. Michael Steele is up 2 positions from where he started. Pretty much everybody's kind of just hanging out right now. Still got 90 laps to go. And at least the front 4 cars have to pit for fuel before the end of this thing. Next season, our second race on Tuesday night is going to change out the vehicle we are racing. We're going to go to the super late model. Very similar body style, but a lot more horsepower. You have to be a lot easier on the throttle with those ones. We're going to run the same style track, still a short track series. So it'll be a ton of fun to watch those. Jeremy has reeled in Dean Demmer at 41 right on his back bumper. He's looking to the inside as they headed down into turn number 3. Dean's going to slam the door on him. These guys are very smooth here tonight. I really haven't noticed any kind of bobbling or getting loose at all. Saw some of that in our rookie race. Austin Green had a couple incidents where he had to chase a car up the track. The 19 of Bates got real loose. Had to get help from the number 4 car of Cochran to straighten him back out. Haven't seen that from these guys yet. Harwell and Setzer battling for that 7th place position. Michael Steele right on their back bumper, looking to make a move, maybe waiting to see if one of them makes a mistake. Setzer goes up high. Harwell's going to get a good run going down the back straightaway. Setzer battling back pretty good on that outside line. Harwell will have it at the line, but not by a whole lot. Michael Steele looking to make a move underneath the 3 car as well. Running that high line, you can slow the momentum of that 5 if you pinch him down on corner exit. Allows them not to get the run off the corner they need to complete the pass. Looks like Setzer will give Steele all the room he needs. Ooh, Steele blinking just a little bit there. First time we've seen him blink tonight. And Michael Steele's going to take over 8th. Hartwell up to 7th. Four car of Matt Cochran has fallen off the pace a considerable deal. He is 6 seconds behind the 9th place vehicle of Setzer. I almost wonder if this isn't a fuel play. Looking to make a long haul on this one. Back up front, Dean Demmer continues to lead Lepenis and Morrow. "75 laps left in this race." Jump on board the 13 tomorrow as he watches those leaders. See him sawing back and forth on that wheel, maintaining control. Ooh, the 41 of Demmer gets on that apron just a little bit. Looked like the back end might have bobbled, but he's able to maintain his speed. Thanks everybody for tuning in tonight for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Late Model Stock Series for our championship night. We will crown the champion tonight. Ooh, both cars got real loose coming out of turn number 4 that time by. We saw the 41 bobble, and we saw the 33's hands just going to town, sawing on that wheel. They have distanced themselves quite a bit. I see Ben Morrow, jumping those curb just a little bit. Bad Brad Stefane looking to make a move, trying to gain on that 13 machine. And we got Matt Cochran back in the pits once again. I almost wonder if he didn't get into the wall and get some damage on that number 4 machine. Going in to do a little body work to it and see if it'll help him regain the balance on that machine. And drivers are pretty spaced out right now. We got a couple clusters here and there. This is probably one of the bigger tracks we've come to so far this season. Just a little over a half a mile. Doesn't have a whole lot of banking, but she is one fast track. Matt Cochran's going to come out of the pits and get up to speed right in front of the 16 machine of Travis Lepenis. Cochran is now 3 laps down with that unscheduled green flag pit stop. The new season for us is going to kick off already next week. There will be no off time in between seasons for both the Super Late Model Series and the Late Model Stock Series. We will get underway next week. We got some interesting schedules for both of those leagues. They're not going to be running the same track every night like we do currently. The Super Late Model Series is actually going to have 4 championships on the line. So make sure to come back and check us out next week for the kickoff of those seasons. We are halfway through this race. Only one caution so far. Dean Demmer has led every lap so far. That 33 has been right on his bumper. Ben Morrow has fallen off the pace some. He is fallen back to 4th place, and Brad Stefan has taken over 3rd. Huge gap now, 4 seconds from 2nd place back to 3rd place. Yellow flag, Ben Morrow has crashed. Devin Smith is involved. Let's take a look, see what happened. Not normal for us to see Ben crash. Running behind Matthew Cochran. Oh, he gets all kinds of loose. Locks it down. Smith can't turn left anymore to avoid him. That's a hard hit to the 13 machine. Not something we normally see out of him. Our leaders are in now. 4 tire stop for Dean Demmer Jr. Coming out right before the pace car. Devin Smith stays out and gonna lead a lap. Looks like Jeremy Lepenis in that number 33 machine is going to take over the lead. Matt Cochran should have been the recipient of the lucky dog. So after our pit stops, it looks like we are going to have a lead change. The 33 of Jeremy Lepenis is going to take over the lead, followed by the 41 of Dean Demmer. And Devin Smith is looking to be P number 3, followed by that number 5 machine of Michael Steele. Looks like we do have some cars in front of the leaders that are probably going to get a wave around. With the 41 speed on pit road, it looks like he is going backwards. Lights off on the pace car. He is in. Our field is spaced out a little bit. Under caution yet. It looks like they aborted the green flag because not everybody was lined up. All right. Lineup looks good. We got the 33 and 95 starting on the front row. Michael Steele's going to roll off third, followed by that 6, who is a lap down on the outside of row number 2. Pace car's in. Green flag is in the air. Looks like the 41 did get a end of longest line. I'm guessing he was speeding on pit road. Jeremy Lepenis is going to lead under green for the first time tonight, followed by that number 5 machine of Michael Steele. Devin Smith in 5th. Bad Brad Stefane in 4th. Travis Lepenis in 5th. Dean Demmer in 6th, the last car on the lead lap. Dean is mired way down deep in traffic, and we are going to have 50 laps to go. Lepenis, Steele, Smith continuing to set down some quick lap time. Last lap by, we had a 1964 by race leader Jeremy Lepenis. His brother Travis looked like he had the fastest lap at a 1957. Dean Demmer slowly making his way back up through lap traffic. He is to the back bumper of that 16 machine. Harwell was quoted after the rookie race saying it was very hard to pass here. Even on the bottom, if you're running that top line, you're able to kind of control the momentum of the guy in the low lane just by pinching him down a little bit, making it so he can't get a good run off the corner. Changes the whole momentum of that race car. The 3 car of Setzer in front of Lepenis is actually lapped down. Both Harwell and Morrow hoping for a caution right now to get back on that lead lap. Travis looking to make a move on the bottom side to get around that lap vehicle. Dean trying to show some patience and follow him through. It's got to be tough. We got 40 laps to go, and then no lap car is holding you up. Travis has the number 3 machine cleared. Dean, and that 41 machine is trying. Up front, the 33 of Lepenis continues to lead since the caution came out. Cochran will clear the 3 that time by. Ooh, 3 gets into the wall, tail slaps it. Got a little loose going into turn number 2, is able to control himself. Biggest mover of the race so far is that Michael Steele machine. Currently 9 positions from where he started. Battle for third is heating up between the 95 and 16. Side by side drag racing down the back straightaway. Travis has the position that time by. Will he clear him completely? Yes, he does. 41 of Dean Demmer trying to get underneath of him. Smith crosses over the 41, trying to get back to the inside. He was there, but unable to make any momentum. Now the 89 of Brad Stefan looking to get underneath the 95 machine. Oh, 95 gets loose. Slaps the 89 going down the straightaway. Brad's able to save it. What a save. Demmer and Lepenis are charging back through the field. Both of them started mired deep in lap traffic after that caution came out. Thank you everybody for joining us tonight for the Elite Entertainment Advanced Series. Elite Entertainment is an upstate South Carolina and Western North Carolina's premier entertainment company specializing in weddings, public and private events, as well as offering an array of services to local venues, including karaoke, trivia, sing-o, and live music management. Be sure to check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Now called X. Thank you everybody, and thanks to Adam Caps for being on board this season. Couldn't do it without sponsors like Elite Entertainment and all the crew here at the EFRL, admins, race control. Thank you everybody who helped put on a great show this season. League owner Dean Qualley unable to be here tonight with his son Jax at hockey practice. Third caution is out on the speedway. Matthew Setzer went off track. Matthew Setzer might have had a little help. Ooh, hard hit to the inside. Well, let's back that up and get a little different angle on it and see really what happened there. It's hard to really judge from that angle. Can't really tell if Setzer came down or if the 89 came up. But we'll get a little better view of it here. If I can find the right camera. Here we go. See Setzer up high. Oh, I would be hard-pressed putting blame really on either driver. Looked like maybe a little bit of net code. But really, I don't think really either driver did anything wrong in that situation. But that should help Ben Morrow, as it looks like he is going to get the wave around. That's going to put him back on the lead lap. This could be what Travis and the 41 of Dean Demmer needed to reel these front two back in. Starting the outside, it's going to be crucial for Steele to get a good jump and get down in behind that 33 as fast as he can. He is teammates with both the 33 and the 16, part of JTD Motorsports. I'm sure they're communicating and trying to figure out what the best plan of attack is going forward. When we go back green flag racing, we are going to be in the last 20 laps of this race. Dean Demmer led the first 65 to 70 laps, and Jeremy Lapenas has been leading since then. The lights are off on the pace car. Steele and Lapenas going to lead us out of turn number 4 to go green flag racing once again. Field bunches up as we get ready to go. Green, green, green. Steele is going to lose at least 2 positions, looks to be 3, as Jeremy and Travis are continuing to lead this machine, lead this race. Dean Demmer, that number 41 machine, is going to move up to 3rd. Michael Steele is able to get down now, right in front of the 95 to lock in 4th place currently. Keep an eye on that 41. He's going to try to make a run here for the lead. Jump to the front bumper cam of that number 41 machine. He is right there just waiting for that 16 to make a mistake, and that might be it. He's got a nose underneath of him. "15 laps to go." The more these guys battle, the more the 33 is happy about it. He's able to stretch out that lead just a little bit. "41 machine of Demmer is looking everywhere, trying to find the least little bit of advantage over the 16 machine. Haven't seen anybody really jump up and try to run that high side. He is right on the back bumper of that 16 machine. "12 laps to go." If the 41 doesn't get by the 16 in the next 2 laps, I'm guessing he might not have anything. How patient will the 41 be? Will he use the bumper to move that 16 out of his way? Jeremy, that 33 machine is not pulling away from these two, and I feel like if the 16 wasn't running such a aggressive race with the 41, he might be able to close them in. Nine laps to go. Demmer makes a move to the inside. We heard how the 6 talked about how hard it is to pass on the inside. If the guy in that middle lane keeps a door on you, you can't get a good run off. 41 has cleared the 16. Might be a little too late. Ooh, the 16 gets loose, jumping off those rumble strips in the corner of turn 1. Six laps to go for our leader, Jeremy Lepenis. Jeremy doesn't get to race much with us here on Tuesday nights due to work commitments. And this season has been a little less than normal even. Normally he's 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. This will be his first career win in the late model stocks. Our current running order, we got the 33 running in first. In second, we got our points leader, Dean Demmer Jr. In third, we got the 16 of his brother, Travis Lepenis. Brad Stefane has moved up to fourth. Michael Steele still up 6 positions from where he started in 5th. Devin Smith 6th. Ben Morrow in 7th. Sean Harwell in 8th. Matt Cochran in 9th. And Matthew Setzer rounding out the top 10. A lot of damage to that machine. 3 laps to go for that number 33 machine. Autism awareness vehicle. Demmer unable to close the gap on that 33 machine. Last time by, Jeremy ran a 1979 and Dean ran a 1993. White flag is in the air. Last time by for that number 33 machine of Travis Lepenis. Jeremy Lepenis, sorry. Brad Stefane has moved up to third to take that position away from his brother in the 16 machine. Coming to the line, Jeremy Lepenis, Dean Demmer Jr., Bad Brad Stefane, Travis Lepenis, and Michael Steele rounding out our top 5. Great race, what a finish, and now the sun has disappeared behind some clouds. 16 coming up to photobomb his brother's picture. That's awesome. All right, we'll give these boys just a couple minutes to get themselves ready and up in the broadcast booth. Ryan Fry in chat says, congratulations to the 41 of Dean Demmer. Brings Rocky Faith Motorsports its first championship. He's damn proud of you, kid. All right, we do have our third place driver up in the booth ready to go. We'll go ahead and grab him and we'll get these interviews underway. All right, joining me up in the booth, we got that number 89 machine of Bad Brad Stefane.
Hi guys, how's it going? About time, right?
Oh, dude, I feel like you've been up front almost every week, but you never quite make it to the podium.
Nope, it's been like that. It's been a struggle me trying to save tires through these 125 lap races. I just been driving a little too hard, but slowly and slowly I've been learning. I'm not used to these longer races, and finally, finally I got it down. Hopefully, maybe.
And then next season we switch to the super late models. You're gonna have to learn all over again.
Yeah, almost. Well, we ran them the first or second season, so we got experience in them. It's just been a little bit, but it's gonna be a little bit of a new learning curve, somewhat, but I'm excited for it, definitely.
You had a pretty strong run tonight. It looked like after that last restart, you guys might have been stuck behind some lap cars you had to navigate through.
Yeah, that kind of was really unfortunate for a few of us. I mean, the way the caution came out, some of us pitted, some didn't. How iRacing is everything got somewhat combobulated possibly, but yeah, having to fight through some lap cars. I was battling Setzer there for a little bit, or three car, I believe, and man, that's just felt like it wore my tires out really bad, and finally got by him. I spun him, unfortunately, but I mean, it's lap car. I'm like, what are you doing up here battling me? I mean, just let me go. Anyway, yeah, kind of just conserved. Still had tires at the end. I had running the inside line 3 and 4 really helped me. I was gaining so much time there, and I think that was pretty much a game changer for me.
Awesome. Well, it's nice to see that 89 finally on the podium. I know you're a contender every week, but it's nice to see you finally be able to push through some of the adversity and park that thing up on the podium.
Yeah, it definitely feels good. I really appreciate that. I've been trying so hard, and I've been, fourth, this, that, and the third. It finally feels good to be back up here. I'm really happy tonight.
Awesome. Well, the car looks awesome. Can't wait to see you back next week in the super late models.
Heck yeah, we'll see you guys. Thank you very much.
All
Take
right.
care.
You too, bud. Coming home in second tonight, but bringing home that championship for Rocky Faith Motorsports, the 41 machine of Dean Demmer Jr.
We did it, Mac!
We did it!
Man, what a season. Strong car early on. I just got behind all that lap traffic and a couple people. I had a penalty and it got cleared, but it still made me serve it. So
I was wondering about that if you had a penalty after that caution.
So it said I exited a closed pit, but the pace car wasn't even close. So I don't know what that was about. And then it put all the lap cars ahead of me. So I was like, all right, whatever. This will be a fun little drive. So was able to fairly easy follow Travis there up to, we were second and third there late. And then my car really came on. But just running him down and trying to get around him used up my tires. So I couldn't really get to Jeremy. But I'm not going to discredit his win. He did a really good job. He stayed with me that whole first run, and I was like, wow. So congrats to him, and overall, just good season, good racing to everybody, and I'm happy to bring Rocky Faith their first championship in the 41 car. So
I tell you, yeah, Travis definitely made you work to get by him.
Oh man, that was so much fun. I didn't mean to get into him the one time there. I don't know. He drove in and I drove in a little deeper and he kind of parked it in the middle, but it's just hard racing, man. It was a lot of fun.
I know. I was speculating how long were you gonna wait before you gave him the bumper to get him out of your way?
Yeah, I was gonna try to do it clean regardless. It wasn't like we were racing for the win, so um, but I was able to just get underneath him going into one. I threw it in there, and then we battled it out for the rest of that lap. But yeah, it was fun. Travis always raced clean.
Definitely. Both Travis and Jeremy are good guys to have around. I wish Jeremy could race with us a little bit more. I think he'd make it pretty interesting, but nice to see him get a win tonight.
Yeah, man, Jeremy was really fast tonight. So yeah, all the credit to him, man.
All right, bud. Who do you want to give a shout out to tonight that you haven't already?
Just my team again, man. AJ, Ryan, and just the whole team. They mean a lot to me, and bringing home the championship, I'm sure, um, is a little emotional for him. So I'm just gonna be doing my best for him from here on out. And I just want to thank Carhartt, Fry Trucking, All Star 15 TV, All the Dirt, Dean Quali, especially for this league, for this series. Just everybody, man. I really appreciate being here, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.
Speaking of the future, next week you're going to be sliding into a new role for us here at the EFRL. You're going to be our race control on Tuesday nights and helping admin the league.
That is correct. I'm going to be stepping out of the car for at least next season. I'm going to be kind of dipping my toes in other opportunities in the league, and I told these guys for the race tonight that next season I'm going to be their eyes in the sky, so behave. And yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
All right, bud. Well, thank you very much, and we will see you back next week.
Hey, I appreciate it, Mick.
All right, we're going to go ahead and grab our race winner tonight. We haven't seen him up front much this season. He hasn't raced with us much, but parking at 33 up in Victory Circle, that driver Jeremy Lepenis.
Well, you know, Mick, when I show up in style, right?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
You know what? I love this car so much, and Myrtle Beach is probably like one of my home tracks. I love it so much. That was fun. The track was so hot and greasy. I hadn't practiced for that. I kind of did a few officials, and I'm not too sure what happened to Dean on his pit stop, but like I had stopped, I got out clean, and it just seemed like he was still there, and I figured it was going to be a race off pit road. I figured that was the only way I was going to beat him. That was fun.
Yeah, he said he got a penalty for it. Said he exited a closed pit, so then he ended up starting behind all the lap cars, and actually followed your brother through the cars.
Well, you know, following Trav and using him as a battering ram isn't a poor course of action. It's pretty smart there. But he's a bit of a hammerhead that way, but you know, he always seems to find his way through the field. So
They had pretty epic battle for second place for probably a good 20 laps. Once he got by him, there was no chance he was catching you, though.
Well, the one thing that I took from the practice is like you couldn't lean on the right rear at all. So I was basically I was saving my right rear tire pretty much the whole race, and as soon as Dean cleared, I kind of cranked it up a little bit.
Oh, I see how it is. It's kind of saving a little bit.
Which I mean, trying to as much as you can. Like I was following him. You could see he was getting the tail a little bit sideways there in the first set of laps there. But once that caution came out, I guess it just kind of brought it back to both of us.
Pretty good night overall. We only had 3 cautions. I do know that track was super hot tonight. When we started the race, it was 129 degrees.
Yeah, scorching, and by the end of that race, there was basically just one groove.
Under that caution, did you take 4 tires or just take right sides?
Just right sides.
Okay, a lot of the other guys I saw did take 4, but it definitely worked out for you in the end.
Yeah, it's after I did the right sides. I saw I had 76% left on the left rear there, so I felt pretty good about it. Just at least from any of the testing that I did, it seems like 4. It's tough to get over if you lose that track position.
Definitely, especially on a short track like this, and real estate is very prime.
Absolutely, you gotta take some liberties if you're gonna make those spots up on the track.
Yep, exactly. Next season, we are switching over to the super late models for this series. Are you going to stick around for those?
It'll be the same. It'll be the same deal. I'm my fly day for work is on Tuesdays, so it's kind of about as bad as it gets. So, but I think I'll be able to make a couple races. Yeah,
Awesome. Well, it's always good seeing you when you can make a race with us.
absolutely. Finally, good to have a chat with you, Mick.
All right, but anybody you want to give a shout out to tonight before we let you loose?
Michael Steele for an amazing rap, Trav and Dwayne for being awesome teammates. Same with Mike Steele, the old lady, Carly Lapinus, and my boys, Bo and Drew, my pit crew, and the daughter Quinn for letting me race.
Awesome, bud. Well, congratulations on the win tonight. You were fast, fast, fast.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure.
Alrighty. Well, that's going to wrap up this season of the Elite Entertainment Advanced Late Model Stock Series. Once again, thanks to Adam Caps for coming on board as our premier sponsor this season. I'm looking forward to Super Late Model Racing coming back to the EFRL next week. Tune us in for our Tuesday night doubleheaders starting next week. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining us tonight.